Welcome, everybody. So, today is tip number 3 of my holiday support. I am your host of the show that airs every single Friday at 12:15. Food is the best medicine, soul, body, and mind. And this month, I am adding an extension to the show, which is to provide free holiday support every Monday, every Friday at 12:15 to help you stress less and avoid those holiday pounds. And why are we doing this? So you can have greater health, wealth, and happiness in 2022 and beyond. So we start to set a foundation this month that then we can carry into January and throughout all of next year and beyond. So today, tip number 3 is my top 3 tips to avoid the holiday pounds. So, what would those be? Number one, it starts with your mind, right? It starts with your mindset. So, the reason this is important is that results just don't come from our results, and results just don't come from our actions, right? It comes from further down the line, and it really starts with what's right here, our thoughts, our thinking process. What we think and what we believe, that then generates certain feelings, emotions. Those feelings and emotions drive our actions, and that drives the results. So it all starts with what's right here in the mind. And so, number one is to set your intention. So, we want to be conscious about what it is that we're trying to accomplish this holiday season. This is the same process that we'll use in 2022 to create more things. But right now, to focus on avoiding the holiday pounds. What's your intention? Set that intention. Tip number 2 is the intention needs to come from here. It needs to come from your heart and soul, not from what somebody else is expecting of you or what your family may think of you if you do or you don't gain the holiday pounds, but it needs to come from here. So you want to really look at your heart and soul. You want to listen to what's important for you to experience this holiday season. Sometimes it's just to have fun with certain family members. It may not be the whole family because that can be kind of stressful at times, but it can be certain family members. So you want to be able to have fun. That may be part of your driver, right? For eating a certain way and being a certain way so that you can feel energetic and clear and happy enough to be able to have fun with those certain family members. So, tip number 1 is it comes from your thought, set your intention. Tip number 2 is that thought, that intention must come from the heart and the soul. So you want to look at really what's important to you this holiday season. And tip number 3 is yes, it does involve the body. So it's always a mind, body, soul approach, various orders, but it's always the trilogy, right? So for the body, so number 1 for the body for the holiday season, I would say try intermittent fasting. There are many different ways that you can do intermittent fasting. And in January, I'm going to be leading you into a challenge. And we're going to do a fast at the end of the challenge. And I'll be talking more about the different ways that you can do intermittent fasting. But for the holiday season, I would keep it simple. I would probably go for eating within an 8-hour window and fasting within a 16-hour window. The easiest way to do that, if you haven't already tried intermittent fasting, is to fast overnight. And typically I say stop eating by 7 or 8 p.m. and just drink after that. Stay hydrated. Hot beverages are great, especially this time of year, but also cold. And add your electrolytes to your cold beverage. And then start eating again around 11 or 12 the next day. That's your 16-hour weekend window. And since you will be sleeping for a good part of that, it makes it easier. You're sleeping for a portion of it, and it's also divided that remaining, say, 8 hours or so between the evening of the night before and the morning of the next day. So that's how you do the time frame. Now, to get through it, I do have a number of recommendations. One is to definitely hydrate, hydrate, hydrate between when you stop eating and when you go to bed. And if you add electrolytes to your water, it will help you from having to go to the bathroom so much while you are sleeping. Okay, not 100%, but it helps. Number two is after you eat your evening meal, I do suggest you go for a walk, right? If you go for a walk, your body will use the calories from the meal and some that have been stored in the glycogen in the liver or in the muscles to fuel that little bit of a walk after dinner. So, walk after dinner, you can do 30 minutes, you can do an hour. And then the next morning, when you get up, you definitely want to hydrate a lot. Some people are using my magic elixir, which I will share with you at another time. But you definitely want to hydrate a lot in the morning. And then you do want to do some exercise, maybe around 10:30 or 11, because you will start to get hungry around 10, 10:30, 11. And if you don't occupy yourself, you will find yourself snacking and breaking your fast a little sooner. So to avoid that, you can just go for a nice walk. That's a great time to do a nice walk around 10:30, 11. You can get up in the morning, you can do some work, and then you can go for a walk. And then by the time you come back and you take your shower, it's time to eat. So very simple way to do an intermittent fast. It is one of the best ways to help you avoid weight during the holidays. And you do not have to do this every day. You can try every other day. See if that works for you. Some people like to do 4 days of intermittent fasting and then 3 days of regular kind of eating. I like to listen to my body and see how hungry I am in the morning. If I'm really hungry, I don't fight it. I listen and honor my body, and I will break the fast for that day. Some mornings I'll wake up, I'll have a lot of energy, I won't really be hungry, and that will be a day when I do my intermittent fasting. So, those are my three top tips to avoid the holiday weight gain. Number one, the mindset, set your intention. Number two, listen to your soul. You need to have a big picture why. Why is this important to you? And that needs to come from within. And number three is focusing on our body. And the tip for focusing on our body is the intermittent fast. And I've given you one simple way to implement that. But as I said, there are many different ways that you can do intermittent fasting. And I will be talking more about that during our challenge in January. So have a great week, everybody. I will see you on Friday to share another quick, simple, delicious, and nutritious dessert and appetizer. And we are going to be focusing on a dessert this time. And I believe I am focusing on my pistachio pomegranate bark. So I hope you have enjoyed this edition of Holiday Support. And I'll see you on Friday for our Food is the Best Medicine, Soul, Body, and Mind version of Holiday Support. Have a great week. Bye.